I'm gonna be talking about media coverage of the tragedies of 9/11 and COVID-19, and how we got the news, like how we received it, and how the coverage was different, how the media coverage was different, and how the citizenship of the situation changed from 9/11 to now. To start off, I'm gonna start off with 9/11 because it was like about 2 decades ago, I'm pretty sure. And I didn't find out about 9/11 through social media or my phone. I found out of it by school, and school, like, obviously told me about it, and now I know a lot about it now. But school told me about how it was like a worldwide tragedy, and like how it went from like the like real life, and then went to the news, and then the news went to school, and the school went to the young ones, and the young ones went to social media and talked about it, made journals about it, as essays. So that's one of the reasons, like, it wasn't really much social media, and people didn't really care to use social media back then because it wasn't as big as a deal as it was back then compared to now. So using social media back then wasn't a big, like, especially since a big major event like 9/11 happened. So people did not care about social media. Everyone was just trying to see what happened on the news, and social media wasn't really like cared about, and people wanted to see what's wrong with their families. So people weren't really checking social media. But compared to COVID-19, everything was social media because you couldn't meet in person. Literally everything. You couldn't go to work. You had to work from home. You couldn't go to school. You had to do school from home, like how some people are doing for college, because some people still have COVID, even though it's like not nearly as bad as it was back in 2020 and early 2021. People still have COVID. That's why these online classes probably exist. Like for school back in 2020, like it would be like a hybrid, like 2 days we would go in, and the rest of the 3 days we would stay at home. So Monday and Tuesday we'll go in, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday we'll stay at home because of COVID. I couldn't work. I had a part-time job. They told us to stay home for at least until further notice, until like only like the professionals of the job could go in and work, and it had to be with with masks. Everyone carried hand sanitizer. I was taking my driver's test back then. You had to carry hand sanitizer, had to put on a mask, took a little COVID test like 2 weeks in advance before the test. Before the driver's test, so they could know you were clean. It was like everyone. Social media was crazy about it. You're going on Twitter, Instagram. You're going Snapchat, even Google. You will see news statistics about COVID-19 every single day almost. Like, oh, COVID-19 has affected over 1 million people. And then 2 days will pass. Oh, COVID-19 has affected 5 million people. Another 2 days will pass. Oh, COVID-19 is now one of the most world-breaking diseases or viruses of all time. So it was way more social media based because it had to be. People did not want to come in contact with other human beings, which is sad to say, but people were that afraid of COVID-19 because sadly, COVID-19 has taken the lives of many of people's family members. And it's sad to say this, but it's true because one of my family members, sorry, has suffered from COVID-19 before. Thankfully, they lived, but it was really bad. So it was way more technology-wise based than 9/11 was, because even though I consider 9/11 to be a bigger tragedy than COVID-19 was, people may beg to differ, but I just know that in COVID-19 you could not be in person because people were that afraid. So people did everything online, like how we're doing right now, or just didn't do it at all. So that's what makes COVID-19 and 9/11 different. But let's see if I miss anything. I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, in conclusion, just that COVID-19 was more, I don't know, it was brought up in more of a modernized society, I guess. People use social media way more nowadays, or even 3 years ago. So that's pretty much the whole shebang of it. Yeah.